What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Anime Champion Simulator, where as you can see we've got less than 3 minutes to go for the floor 4 dungeon, and I'm just gonna hopefully hatch maybe a cosmic ruin. Please? Nope, more dust. I'm really good at collecting dust. I'm sure a lot of you guys are, but those cosmic ruins, oh my god, they're so tough to get. I've got one boss ruin, and it's a mage ruin, encouraging shout, and that's it. I have one boss damage, but it's a wrath, and then boss attack, boss something, usually boss charge speed, stun damage. I feel like I'm the king of stun damage and charge speed. Unfortunately, but you know, you can't always have everything in this game. Let me go ahead and hatch. I've got one capsule, yeah, the old Halloween capsule. Let me get this out of the way, because these animations, they are 20 seconds long, and you have to bear in mind that sometimes it's good to time your hatches. And in this case, I haven't seen a lot of Astrals in a while, so I want to time it. I don't have that many capsules, only 32 of the new capsules, but I want to make sure that I hatch those right before floor 1 dungeon starts to appear. Just seems so dry without any Astrals, but sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it could be a good thing, because what you see is a bunch of godlies, and then suddenly there's a few Astrals. So all you can do is hope that you can get the Astrals within that time. But I have faith in the last 5 minutes of the floor 4 dungeon, so I'm gonna try to hatch there and possibly keep the last 10 capsules for the next one. Got less than a minute to go. Let's go ahead and start there. I see something. Yep, there we go with the stars. There we go. It could be anything, like I said. It's just that, you know, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe. But in the end of the day, it is something. And that's all that matters. So, hopefully the last 5-minute thing, you know. Let's see. I'm gonna shut up. Let's see. Alright. It's still not bad. It's still a godly. In the end of the day, from the amount of capsules that I just hatched, which is basically nothing. Wait, what happened? Oh, it happened again! Within 10 capsules, this is the double star animation thing that happened on the last video. It's happening again. On the last video, it was 2 godly storm dragons, and this time, well, it could be anything. It could be anything. There's a possibility for everything. Oh my god. What just... Oh my god. Double animations. Godly and Astral? That's a possibility? Really? Within 10 capsules. Oh, okay. It makes more sense to me. It was hatched right before the floor 1 dungeon, which is basically the last hatch of floor 4. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
A few minutes later.
And we're done. 32 capsules. On the second try, that's hatching 10 at once. On the second try to get a godly and Astral within the 10 capsules is the first time for me. Crazy results. But again, that was hatched during the last 5 minutes of the floor 4 dungeon. Oh, the dungeon. Okay, the dungeon started. That's still not a problem. There's a lot of activity. A lot of people are hatching. Do you see that? Another Astral appeared before I even clicked. And there we go with the stars. One of these days I will record, hopefully clearer quality on my PC, to show you guys just how active it was and how many people are hatching at the same time. You don't see the godlies or the Astrals, they stop. They keep on going. That's because a lot of people are hatching. Here we go. Could be anything. Boom! Another Astral. Another Astral doing the same thing that I've been saying for the last, what is it now, 3 videos? And it doesn't matter. If you want a godly, you want an Astral, last 5 minutes of floor 4 dungeon. Look at this. Look at this. This is, according to my timer on the side that you guys can't see, it's not even a minute since floor 1 appeared. Another Astral just appeared. Another Astral. And I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna stay here so you guys can see what I mean. Floor 4. Again, another Astral. Once those endgame players leave that dungeon, they come and they hatch, and there's a lot of players online that are hatching at the same time. It just gives you higher chances of hatching something regardless of what your Astral pity is. Lucky servers, god servers, they don't exist anymore on Roblox. It used to be a thing in the past, but now the dungeons, it just kills the server every time. Like, usually servers don't last for like 2 to 3 hours maybe on public servers. If I'm not mistaken, that's a fact. There we go. Look at the activity. So many Astrals.
12 seconds later.
And that's that. 24 capsules. An Astral, absolutely crazy. But then again, and look at that. Between hatches, another Astral appears. I had like Astral pity 100 and something, maybe 100 and, was it 103? Really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, go try this out for yourselves. Last 5 minutes of dungeon 4. Going on to the first 5 minutes of floor 1, please give it a go. Try it out. LightCube15 asked a very interesting question. Why do you think there is a higher chance of getting an Astral when the chat freezes or at the end of floor 4? Well, to begin with, the chat freezing thing is something that me and 2 other people have noticed, and we're currently working on it to find when does this happen, what time of day, is there any patterns to notice, is there any times within the day that this happens, does it matter when it comes to activity, just like the floor 4 strategy that we do. I'm not going to say method, I'm just going to stick to strategy. We don't know that information because I feel like it's just new, but once I do see that the chat seems to freeze, it just comes at a standstill, that's when I go and I just sit there. I watch. As soon as I see one Astral appear, I go and I hatch. Most of the time I do get something, whether it's a godly or Astral, doesn't matter, but it still happens. Why that's the case, why this happens, I still have no idea. I still feel like I need to work on this more to try and see if there's anything to it, but if not, then, you know, we're gonna stick to something that makes sense, let's say. It's just, at this point, it's just something that people are testing out and noticing for themselves. But let's stick to the floor 4 dungeon. Why that time? Why exactly do we hatch during this time? Well, simply put, this is a map of the floor 4 dungeon. If you notice the top right panel, you're gonna notice that here's where you spawn. There's where you get Boros. Berserk capsules right here for guts. Meliodas here. Goku, they're all there at the top right. So a lot of the endgame players, what they do is they get either they go alone all the way to the OPM capsule, which is very, very close, or as a group, and they try to get their capsules like from Guts or Meliodas or even Goku. They try to get those capsules, and what they do is they sit there until the dungeon kicks them out. Once it kicks them out, either the player will keep those capsules for another day to hatch all at once, or most likely they will go after the floor 4 dungeon is over with and hatch. And if you guys didn't know this already, it doesn't kick you out as soon as the next dungeon appears. It kicks you out, it has a bit of a gap until the next dungeon appears. It's about a minute. And so during that time, that's why you see a lot of activity before the floor 1 dungeon appears. That's because people that were done with the floor 4 in general, they're going and hatching at the same time. That's why there's just so much activity during that time. You also see activity during floor 3, but to me, in my opinion, floor 4 is the safest route to go. And although the last hatch wasn't done exactly there, it was at that very, very moment that floor 1 appeared, and then within like 24, 28 seconds now, that's when I went to hatch. It's just so active. And look at the amount of hatches. Look at the amount of Astrals. By the time I stopped recording this video, it was at 3:07 p.m. my time. Just to prove that this was during this hatch, let me go ahead and look at the bot in the ACS LB hub. Here we go. 3 p.m. is when floor 1 started. Within that 7 minutes time, look at the amount of Astrals that appeared on the screen. It's just a short amount of time, and boom, one after the other, they all show up. In case you feel discouraged, in case you feel like you need to have all the game passes, all of the extra stuff, you need to have lots of cosmics open to get one of these Astrals, I hope that this will help you out and encourage you to hatch, because as you can see, 278 cosmics open, but at the time that I did get the Astral, it was about, I think, 30 something if I'm not mistaken, and I hatched this on a public server. There's a video somewhere there, I forgot now, I'm really sorry about that, but it's a possibility. So it's not about a lucky person, a lucky server. You just need to know when is the right time to hatch and when to go for it. So what I'm showing you here is not a cheat, it's not an exploit, it's not a lucky server, it's just about timing. And if you go to a server or you look at the chat and it's extremely active, it doesn't matter if it's floor 4 or 1, if it's active, hatch, because you will most likely get something. Whether it's a godly or Astral, it then falls between that the RNG, either the 1% or the 0.2%. You know, you can't predict that. No one can predict that, and I just wish you guys the very, very best of luck. If you have any questions, please DM me on Discord. I'll be more than happy to reply to you guys. Now let's look at the giveaway winners here. This is for 10,000 Robux in total. 5 winners, 2,000 Robux each, as long as it's gifted in Anime Champions. Here's the first winner. Let's open the code 9RA. Congrats to you. Next up is Raj Lol. I AFK for hours, but I can't get anything. Video was entertaining to watch, and hopefully you get to 10k soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is my dream actually for a few years now. Bromaku, I've heard that name before. Tip is gas. Congrats to you. What's this weird teleport thing? I don't see anything different. Can someone please explain? No username. Anyway, teleport thing. It's this. I'm gonna play this a few times so you can see it. It just like teleports to the lever. A few people have called it teleport and it just like stuck to me. But this is what it looks like. I'm really sorry, but I have to skip you, unfortunately, since there's no username. Chase Bros, congrats on being the 4th winner. And now to the final winner. Oh, it's Chase. Wait, what am I saying? It's Chase. I know Chase. Congrats to Killer Ghost. It's not the way you do it. Your luck is just insane. Well, if anything, I hope that this video will prove that this is the best time to hatch for Astrals. And that's the end of today's video, everyone. If you want the chance to win 2,000 Robux worth of something in Anime Champions, all you have to do is be a subscriber, like the video, comment down below with your Roblox username, or else there's no way, absolutely no way I can reach out to you guys. That's it from me, everyone. Hope that you guys have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all on the next one.